All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to Wildcat Stadium, and I'm Trey. You all know that, and I'm joined up here by Drake Riley, as always. I'm lucky to have him, glad to have him. We got the Danville Little Johns coming into town tonight, and this game was supposed to happen last year.
Yep.
And unfortunately for Danville, they could not make that happen. They suffered a litany of injuries apparently, and had to cancel their season. And so we're going to get this game here tonight. And Danville comes into this one 0-2. Hector, with that win last week over McCrory, they stand at 1-2, and looking to make it 2-2 tonight. Drake, did you notice who won the coin toss?
I did not see at all.
That just shows how observant we are.
Yeah.
Get rid of my banner. So last week we had Metallica, and this week we go back to the 1,000 violin.
Yep.
Good to have a little variety, but talked about Mojo last week heading into that one, and hopefully this doesn't mess with that.
No, hopefully not. Hopefully we don't have another scary first half.
No, yeah. We are also live on YouTube tonight, as the post indicated. So if that's your speed, have at it. Whiteout night here in Wildcat Stadium.
This is the first time we've had a full-on whiteout, I believe. Is it?
I mean, the first time that we've had this many participate, I will say that. We've tried blue outs, we've tried all kinds of stuff, and it didn't seem like anything really took very well.
Looks like everybody here has some sort of white.
Pretty good showing for the Hector crowd.
I believe we will receive.
Gonna see about starting this off early, and trying to get to where the microphone isn't clipping too bad, or it's not insanely loud. But we are ready for the kickoff.
And Grayson Mulder will field it. About the 30, he's going to get about 8 yards on the run. Be a false start on Danville.
Moving outside penalty against the Little Johns. First down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Hector able to get Danville to jump.
And be a handoff to Casto, and it's going to get about 3 or 4 yards on the carry.
Second one for your Wildcats. Starting quarterback tonight.
They said 2nd down and 1, but he just looks like he's got like an inch or two
Yes.
getting that 1st down.
Taylor back to pass. Going to be incomplete. Intended for Kenton Story. And we got, with Lane being out, I guess we have Kenton over there at the outside now.
Yeah.
Just realized that.
Yeah, you got Grayson here on this side, and you got Kenton over there on the other.
Be 3rd down and 1 for Hector. And hand off to Casto, and he's going to get the 1st.
Number 30, Rick Casco with the carry.
Ball will be spotted at the 50-yard line.
DJ Hill with that run. That will be enough for Hector Wildcat. 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. The Little John 49-yard line.
Got him to jump again.
Will be another offside penalty against the Little Johns. Bringing up 1st and 5 for your Wildcats.
Taylor back to pass, and he's going deep.
Long ball.
Be out of bounds.
Oh, man.
Passes incomplete to number 5, Grayson Mulder. Covering on play number 32, Tyler Bland.
Good catch, just out of bounds by a couple yards.
Yeah.
Taylor back to pass. He is flushed out. He's going to run it. Be a 1st down after the run by Taylor.
That will be enough for a Hector Wildcat.
Good running by Taylor on that one.
Correct on that one. Number 8, Jackson Taylor.
Got Henderson in motion. Going to be a handoff to Casto, and he's got a whole gain of 8 on the play.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of Casto tonight.
I think so as well.
I'd said last week that I thought McCrory was going to get a good dose of Casto. Wasn't necessarily the case. I mean, he was in play quite a bit, but wasn't as much as I figured it was going to be.
They played our run well.
Yeah.
Which luckily opened up the passing game for us once we connected. Was that Casto again?
Yeah, that was Casto again.
Handoff again to Casto. And he's still pushing.
He's pulling guys along with him.
What should have been a gain of 3 ended in about a gain of 5 or 6.
I'd like to see that kind of effort on them runs like that. Same kind of thing you saw with Caden Manrique last night in the junior high game.
And Grayson has it.
Grayson's still up.
Touchdown,
Wildcats.
And I believe that is Grayson's first touchdown of the year.
Yeah. Down 9-19. Taylor gonna kick the extra point here. It's up. And it's good. So a very good drive. A lot of running on that one. had a good long pass to Grayson. He just happened to be out of bounds for that. But I mean, can't really do much better than that.
No, not at all.
Back deep for the Blue Browns, number 4, Landon Avery, and number 5, Armada. Kicking for the Wildcats, number 8, Jackson Taylor.
See what this Hector defense can do. You know, last week we held them to 14 points. Of course, 6 of them were off that kickoff return, but ball be fielded about the 18-yard line. And he's still moving. Brought down about the 43-yard line.
Brought down by number 18, Kenton Story.
This Little John's team coming in. We got the roster right here. Taking a look at it. 2 seniors.
2 seniors.
And a bunch of sophomores. A bunch of juniors. So, I mean, I have last year. I mean, if you have to wonder, last year was rough on Danville in terms of the injuries and how many kids they lost.
And a good stop by number 6, Hunter Burns.
Number 4, Landon Avery.
Be a gain of 1.
And we have a Little John down. Was that the runner?
No, I believe it's a lineman.
We've got the trainers out there to take a look at him. Hopefully nothing serious. Looks like maybe they're looking at the back of his leg, probably a cramp. Had to take a guess, or hopefully we didn't have a situation where a leg got turned the wrong way.
Yeah, that.
Well, let's see if they're getting him, carefully getting him up. Yeah, he's
That
limping.
does not look
That's-
good.
Well, we just got done talking about the fact that injuries plagued this Little John team last year, and this isn't the kind of thing you like to see. And you got 2 of them Danville coaches out there just finally picking him up and going to carry him. So.
And
back to play now.
be a handoff, and he is met by Landon Darter. Great stop by Darter right there.
Number 22, Landon Darter.
Yeah, he got to him quick on that. Awesome job.
Be a quarterback run out wide. And met behind the line once again. Really good stand by Hector's defense.
Scott said that will bring up a 4th down and 11 for Danville. We got P.J. Henderson back deep for the Wildcats. Pretty good punt. PJ's going to fair catch. Yeah.
The first down and 10 for the Wildcats around the 33-yard line.
So Wildcats will start their second offensive drive on the 33.
Hoping for the same result as last time.
Yep.
Be a handoff to Casto.
Number 30, Casto with the kick.
Gain about 4 on the play.
Number 54, DJ Hill. Second down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Taylor back to pass. He's got Grayson Mulder over the middle. Be a first down.
Good job on that. Kind of wondered if there wasn't a little bit of trouble between Jackson and his receivers. First couple of weeks it seemed like it was just a little bit too far ahead or a little bit behind his receivers, but looks like he's got them back in line again. Casto. He's going to run for a first down.
Gain of 9.
Oh, just a little bit short?
Yeah, just a little bit. Be second down and 1.
Second and 2 for the Wildcats. He moves on 39-yard line.
Taylor back to pass.
Kenton Story.
To Kenton Story. And
we're still up. Just like almost like last week. Kenton is starting to show how effective he can be.
Yes. He's played great the last 2 games. And now here you are. He finds his way in the end zone in the first quarter.
Number 8, Jackson Taylor to kick the extra point.
Oh, and couldn't tell if that was blocked or just kicked it wrong, but the PAT will be no good. Score will be 13-0. Hector leads.
Well, you still get points on the board. I mean, if you can go out every offensive series and get points on the board, you're doing something right.
Right.
You know, so. Man, a little bit of a tickle in my throat here. Hold on just a second.
And Taylor to kick the ball. Kick will be fielded at the 5. And ball will be down at the 18-yard line. What a kick by Taylor, down to the 5.
Kid's got a leg. I mean,
it's always a good sign for your defense when other team gets a ball inside the 20.
James Sims says, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like Hector can move the ball however they want. I mean, pretty well have to agree with you at this point.
Be a little end around and
gonna be met by
Drew
Newport, yeah.
Player number 13, Drew Newport. Second down, 10 for the Little Jones.
bring up 2nd down and 10 for Danville. Be a reverse for Danville, and
ball came
out, but it ended up getting picked up, and it'll be a 1st down for the Little Johns.
Like, is that number 4? Or no, that was was it number 4 or number 5 that picked that up for Danville?
5.
Number 5, Rodil Afraro Mata. I was told before this game started that, Danville has their own live stream crew downstairs, so if we mess up a name, we don't really have to worry because their fans are probably watching they're watching their live stream. So we'll do the best we can with these, but if we get something a little bit off, we won't have to worry about it just too much. Clock started on me. Just go with 420 and then start. And
it's like a false start.
Kid looked like he was about to lose his balance there on the line a little bit.
Yeah. Bring up a false start for Danville. Bring up 1st and 15.
Scott came up here and told me before the game started that he has the backup beeps, and he's also got something else in mind if it happens again pretty quick afterwards.
Okay.
So, and it's pretty good.
Be a handoff. He tries to stretch it out wide, and he is met
by Peter Waite and
Brent Casto.
Yep.
Number 8, Taylor Wilkins. Nowhere to go right now by number 71, Peter Waite.
Bring up a 2nd and 19 for Danville. And quarterback is going to roll out.
Hector's right there on him.
And
finally, be brought down by Drew Newport and
Hayden Millsap.
Okay, yep. I'm glad you know these numbers.
I'm getting used to them now. It took a while for me, but I'm starting to get used to these guys.
It wasn't Millsap last year with junior high. Wasn't he like number 69 or?
He was something up there.
60 something.
Yeah.
I can remember that, but I haven't had a good look at him in the senior high uniform. Danville just still in the huddle, and play clock is running down. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Danville is going to take a timeout from the looks of it.
Timeout for the Drums.
There goes the student section with the they need water chants. Student section can be downright savage when they want to be. We're sitting at 2:17 on the clock left in this first quarter. Lacey Tilley says he changed numbers last year. Lacey, what did he go from? I mean, what number was he, and then what did he go to? Do you remember? I feel like it was in the 60s, but I can't just remember off the top of my head which one exactly. I mean, I have a tough enough time when someone calls him out as Mountain Man.
Mountain Man, yeah.
I have to sit and think about which kid that is.
Yep, that's Hayden.
And
Be 3rd down and 16 for Danville. Hector's defense has been stingy so far. Not giving up a lot of big plays.
I kind of feel like we probably will not hear all the banging around up here in the press box that we did last week.
I don't think so either. Quarterback back to pass. He is going to be flushed out, and he is met by Hunter Burns. Boy, he is just.
See if I got that one. May have missed my time. Nope, got enough of it. Yeah, Burns is another one that's showing his usefulness.
Yeah.
In major ways. Lacey Tilley says Hayden Millsap went from 58. Okay, 58 to 20 last year on junior high. Well, okay, I was close to 60. We're going to punt it away. Picked up by P.J. Henderson.
He's brought down at the
we got a flag on
47,
the play.
but there's a flag.
Have to see what this is all about.
Be a holding.
Wow.
On Hector.
So, back Hector up a little bit, and they'll start up their third. This will be their third offensive series, right?
Yep. Hoping to go 3 for 3.
3 for 3 on getting pay dirt there for points. Yeah, Lacey says Hayden is a great asset. He puts his all into every play. Yeah, he does. He does. No way, shape, or form am I trying to overlook Mountain Man.
And Grayson Mulder's going to catch that.
Grayson down the
He's down the sideline. And he's going to be brought out of bounds about the 13-yard line.
Not quite a tightrope walk, but he was right there on that line. Got brought down pretty hard out of bounds. Good job by Grayson.
Hand off to Casto, and he finds an opening, and
he's just
short.
Casto with the carry. That'll be enough for a Hector Wildcat.
We'll pick up first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Wildcats.
And hand off to Casto, and he is
met quick.
Second and goal for the Wildcats from about the 1 yard line.
hand off to Casto, and he's got to walk in. Touchdown, Hector.
So, just as we were saying, 3 offensive drives.
3 scores.
3 scores. I'm sure Coach Gaines up here is liking what he's seeing so far. Extra point is good.
Be 20-0 here with 24 seconds left in the first.
Sit here and I look at this other camera and it looks like it's sitting crooked. It drives me nuts. Coming up here, well, we got a quarter to go through before we get anywhere close to halftime. But we're going to take a look at some other games going on around the area. You know, Atkins is at Jesseville. Russellville, I think, has Little Rock Christian. I'm not real sure who Dover's got this week, but if they're playing, we'll pop in and take a look at halftime and see how those games are going. Need to figure out if any more of our conference opponents have live streams that we can get in and take a look at. I thought Bigelow had one.
Bigelow, they play Center Point, don't they?
Center Point, I think, yeah.
And it's at Bigelow, I believe. So
I'm going to have to take a look at that one and see if I can find it at halftime as well.
Danville will take over at the 42. Be a handoff, and he is met by Hayden Millsap and Peter Waite.
Down by number 71, Peter Waite. Second down and 9 from Little John's from 42-yard line.
2-1. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, your Hector Wildcats 20, Danville Little Johns nothing. Good first quarter, and gonna hope for 3 more. I mean, if you if the Wildcats can come out and score 20 every quarter, we'll get out of here 80-0. They won't let it.
No.
Coaches won't let that get that bad.
No.
I know that last night, thought was during junior high, Hector's junior high went up by a considerable margin. Hector's coaches, they went and subbed in and out and kind of let Conway Christian kind of sneak back into it because they they
scored.
They weren't subbing like we were, so. But yeah, good effort last night by the junior high squad, and first win for them of the season, and will not be the last for them.
Definitely not.
That's a talented group, and they're just going to get more talented as time goes.
What was the score? 36-20? Was that the final?
36-20,
36-20,
something like that.
I watched it, so.
Paul Blaylock in the chat says, I believe Dover is not playing this week. That could be very well a possibility. They may have a bye week.
Be a handoff. Gain of 1. Gain of 2 on that for Danville.
Saw Hayden Millsap pick up the Danville runner and kind of pat him on the back. I was about to say, I'm sitting here thinking I can hear somebody dialing or a phone ringing. And I looked over at Bentley's back here.
And that was what, a fake pass? Jet? I don't know what that was.
Looked like it got blown up pretty quick by Hunter Burns and Cole Huffman. Bring up a 4th and 10 for Danville.
If you've lost your cell phone in the bathroom, ladies, I have it in the press box.
Like we have a lady maybe lost her cell phone in the bathroom. Amber Hannah watching from home. Can't help but notice how beautiful Hector is. Such a gorgeous view. It is a very nice, I love it here. Being at home and doing these games from here.
And Henderson's going to return it at the 20. And he's
still going. I don't think they're going to get him.
Touchdown, Hector.
To the house for Henderson. Let's see if I got any of that. I'm sure it'll be the tail end of his. Nope, he was already in the end zone. Man, PJ, when you go back and watch this, I'm sorry, bud. Got to see some of the celebration at the end, though.
Kick is up, and it's good. Scores 27-0 now.
We've only worked about a minute and 49 off the clock. So
right now it looks like our backups will get a lot of playing time.
Yeah, I'm sure the second half is going to be a lot of the backups, and I'm kind of excited the possibility of seeing Drew Newport at quarterback.
I'm ready to see it too. You always wonder how your quarterback play is going to be the next year.
Yeah.
After a senior, especially like Jackson, who's ran this for 3 years.
Yeah.
Ball be fielded at the 15. Be brought down at the 26.
But then number 56, Charlie Albia.
Albia?
Yes.
Albie, right? Albie?
I believe that's what we call him, Albie.
Well, I've always heard him referred to
Albie.
as Albie.
Albie.
Sean Loveland, one of my old classmates. Pottsville had an interesting one at Little Rock Hall last night. Looked like it. I was kind of confused. I finally realized they played senior high on Thursday. I think I also saw that they had broadcast. Somebody had broadcasted that one on KARZ, which is regular TV. It's pretty interesting.
Number 8, Gunnar Wilkins with the carry. But down to number 24, Hayden Northside.
Now, Sean, if you're still sitting here listening to me, do you have a kid that's playing at Pottsville? I thought one of yours was playing at Dover. Give me an answer on that. And in either event, why do you not have them up here? I mean, nothing against the Pirates or the Apaches.
Be a screenplay, and it is
Short
once
pass.
again, I believe Hunter Burns on the tackle.
Look like Burns and number 62, Jaden Hyman, both of them kind of in on that one.
On the tackle, number 6, Hunter Burns. Third down about 8 for Little Johns.
Bring up a 3rd down and 8 for Danville. Be a pass.
Boy, Casto was trying to get
And
there
it
too.
is caught.
Man,
Be brought down at the 17-yard line. Did not expect that.
I didn't either.
Taking out advantage by number 5, Grayson Mulder.
Luckily, Grayson was there to help get him out of bounds and bring him down and keep him from getting in the end zone. I'll tell you what, right now, Danville is kind of, I would almost say, taking up a good majority of the possession time, just in between their plays.
I believe so, too.
Number 2, Taylor Blue with the carry. Brought down by number 13, Drew Newport. Second down and 5 for Little Johns.
There's Drew, heard his name.
From the Wildcat 12-yard line.
Bring up 2nd down and 5 for Danville.
Handoff.
And it's a pass. And broken up.
Deflected. Yep. Almost an interception. Who was that? Hayden?
I believe that is Lucas Baker.
Oh, it was Baker.
Yeah,
I
breaked
thought I
it
saw,
up.
I thought I saw 24. Yep, that confirms it.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Bring up 3rd down and 5 for Danville. I believe the quarterback will keep it.
Number 12, Jackson Brooks with the carry.
Bring up 4th down and 2, excuse me.
4th down and about 4 for the Little Johns on the Wildcat 10-yard line.
There we go. They're going to go for it.
Be a handoff, and he is short.
Number 8, Gunnar Wilkins with the carry. Brought down number 71, Peter White.
Brought down by Peter Waite.
That'll be a
Hector would take over on offense at the 9-yard line. Hand off to Casto.
Number 30,
Gain of
Castro
about
with the carry.
3 on the play. Taylor back to pass.
Got
And
PJ's
caught by
cut.
PJ.
Pass complete to number 3, PJ Henderson. That one
What a
is
catch.
Hector Wildcat. First down and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 44-yard line.
PJ just goes over the top of the defender and brings it up.
Number 30, Rick Pesto with the carry. But down to number 60, Raymond Brown. 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats.
I have to imagine the coaches are just wanting to see Hector just kind of chew up this clock, get to halftime. Probably a lot of running, unless they have to throw.
Yeah.
You know.
Henderson in motion. Henderson gets it.
Henderson heading upfield. They have the first.
He's still on his feet. He brought down at the 40.
Number 3, PJ Henderson with the carry. But down on number 70, Joe Capitello. That'll be enough for Hector.
Looked like back here a little bit, you had a Danville kid that got a hold of Kenton and took him down, was kind of holding him down to the ground.
I didn't see that.
No call there or nothing.
Hand off to Casto.
Number 30, Rick Pesto with the carry.
Be a first down.
That'll be enough for Hector Wildcat.
Taylor to run it. Oh,
Dangerous pass.
Pass has been completed. Taken for number 3, PJ Henderson. Pass broken up by number 5.
Looking for PJ, and Danville nearly got him an interception there. Just kind of bounced in and out of his hands.
bring up 2nd down and 10, ball at the 30. Hand off to Casto.
Casto's got some room
He's
to work
got some
with.
room. Finally brought down about the 13-yard line.
See how my clock gets so far ahead. Okay, now it was saying 3:43 just a second ago. Now it's saying 3:33. So mine was right. Oh,
Just through the hands of PJ.
Number 3, PJ Henderson.
Casto again.
He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Hector.
Yes, number 30, Casto.
Good running by Brent. And that'll be another offensive series that Hector has come up with points.
Be 4 for 4 now. Kick is up, and it is good.
The extra point is good, bringing the score. Hector Wildcats 34, Danville 0.
So 1 point away from, if you had that extra point kick just a little bit ago, we would be and no Danville scores. Coming in from halftime with a running clock, right? 35.
Right, 35 is it.
So don't really want to make things too easy, do we?
No. I think Jackson just wanted to play a little bit more, you know.
Yeah, we'll go ahead.
That's what it was.
We'll just say that Jackson missed that one earlier on purpose.
That's what it was.
He knew what was going to be the situation.
Be returned at the 10. And he is finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
Number 6, Hunter Burns.
Good Burns name called off again. Got Mike Henderson in the chat said they're going Wild 5 for 5. So, yeah.
Be a pass play. He's going to air it out and dropped by Newport.
Just had it in his hands and just couldn't haul it in. Good effort, though. Running backwards.
And it's picked
that
off.
one is picked off
By Mulder. And touchdown.
Got Bentley up here saying that's my brother. So we will have a mercy rule in effect. Kick is up and kick is good.
41-0 here in the second quarter.
This has a lot of the same looks about it as a game I was talking with Coach Gaines about last night. I remember a few years ago while he was playing, we took a trip to Magazine, and at halftime it was 42-0.
Yep.
And you know, I he said that what he remembers from that was Coach Taylor coming into the locker room and just like lighting them up for some, and then all of a sudden it was just like his expression just changed, and he started like smiling. So it was all just him having some fun with them, I guess.
I guess so. Playing a little mind game, I guess. You know, you're up 42-0. You think you're doing good. Then your coach walks in.
Comes in and acts like he's got something he's wanting to gripe at you about.
Be filled at the 20. He is brought down at the 37-yard line. 36.
Number 56, Charlie Albee.
Charlie Albee. We're referring to him as Albee now.
Albea.
Albea.
Albea. Now, don't get me wrong. That is how you spell his name.
Yeah. I mean,
it is.
We talked about the spellings of different town names last week.
Yep.
We might as well talk about people's names this time. McCrory. Still can't get used to that.
Nah, McCrory.
Amber Hannah, if you're still watching, don't be mad about that. We're just having a giggle.
Peter Wade on the stop there.
Second down and 10 for the Little Johns.
Kind of a double handoff looking thing.
I guess so.
Didn't yield very much there for the Little Johns, but okay, it was a fumble. It wasn't a double. I don't know if Amber's trying to send. Oh yeah, she's sending emojis, laughing and the hard hands.
Be kicked off by Kenton Story. Oh, and he is going. Touchdown. Hector. Tell you what, this game's kind of been the game for the underclassmen.
Yeah.
We got Grayson with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Kenton with 2.
One of them with a pick, and Kenton with a pick. Kick is up. Kick is good. Yeah.
I believe, what is it? Grayson with 2, Kenton with 2. PJ with 1, Brent with 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
That sounds about right. And I've managed to figure out how to shut off that panning speed too fast. Little warning that it gives sometimes. I figured that out last night, and so we won't have that pop up on the screen no more, looking awkward. So I'll take a look at the clock back here. 57 seconds left in this first. Oh, that's 27. Excuse me. 57 seconds left in this first half, and it's been all Hector.
I believe Danville's only made it past the 50 once.
Yeah, it was a long pass that we
Yeah.
we weren't quite ready for.
Be filled at the 16-yard line. And he bounces out. Still on his feet.
Man, he's
Still there.
Slippery.
Ball be down at the 39. Tough return.
yeah.
Is that number 5? I'm not even going to attempt if that was him.
I didn't get a real good look at it. If it was, it's Rodil Afraro Mata. Have to excuse my Hector speak pronouncing that one.
Be a pass up the middle. Oh, and ball was stripped out of his
away.
hands.
That Grayson Mulder?
The ball was taken away by number 5, Grayson.
It was Grayson.
Wow.
10 for the Wildcats.
Grayson's on one right now. That's like, that was like one of the first takeaways.
I believe so.
Wow. Hector offense going to come back out on the field.
I believe we're kneeing it.
Yeah, you got 33 seconds officially on the clock.
And I believe that'll do it for half.
Yep. Taylor just takes a knee. I think the
That is it.
coaches are pretty content to let the time run out on this first half. And walk into the locker room with a 48-0 lead. That's surpassing the 42-0 that I told you about just a few minutes ago at Magazine a few years back. And that will be halftime. So, my goodness. This,
Great first half by Hector. And we might see a drive of our starters in. We might see a drive
next half.
next half.
I
And
think.
then we'll call it.
Take a look in here in the chat real quick before we go to break. Lots of celebrations for all the scoring. Sean made it. Pottsville and Little Rock Hall made it until about 7:30 left in the fourth, and they called it because they couldn't control their team and fights kept breaking out. Okay, and your oldest son is Pottsville's left tackle. Hey, I mean, looked like Pottsville was leading. I think Pottsville ended up winning that one. So
I believe so.
anyway, it's like we said, 48-0, all Hector so far in this first half. And we're going to kick it out to halftime break. We'll see y'all back here in just a little under 20 minutes and get the second half underway. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Carol Collins, and I'm running for Pope County District Judge for our future. In my 25-year legal service, I've worked in law enforcement, as prosecuting attorney, as a public defender, and as a district judge. This makes me uniquely qualified. I want to make sure that my children, my grandchildren, and your family prosper and grow in Pope County. That means keeping our communities safe. That's why I'm asking for your vote for District Judge March 5th.
Safeguarding your building from the elements starts at the top. Use the company that's worked hard to earn the reputation as a top commercial roofing company in the area, Miller Roofing. Miller Roofing Company is local, family-owned, and their full-service team has been in business for over 30 years. Extensive experience working hand-in-hand with product manufacturers for new roofs, coatings, repairs, and re-roofs on many different types of commercial properties. We also know the importance of getting construction finished quickly. Contact us for a free consultation on your roof today.
And a big round of applause for your Hector High School band. How about a few score updates from around the conference?
Still muted. Welcome back to Hector. Getting ready to get this second half started. And quite the first half. Hector received the ball to start the game, so Danville will get the ball to start the second half.
Oh, and ball rolls down to the 2 on that kick.
He let it get down there pretty far before he decided to pick it up. He gets a little bit back on that return.
Number 22, Megan Gardner.
Have an injured player on the field.
Didn't really get a chance to take a look too much about chat during halftime. James Sims says, Danville manhandled our team at a camp in my 9th grade year. It's nice to see Hector deliver a mercy roll after all these years later. GG Danville.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, Danville had some pretty good teams back in the.
I mean, I can remember being younger and being up here to watch some Danville Hector games, and those got pretty intense.
Yeah.
Those, they had a lot of talent moving around through that area back in those days, and that's I'm talking about back in the days when you also had Ola. It wasn't
right.
Two Rivers yet. Ola Mustangs and Danville and. We've talked about with your dad and some of them coming back from games. We remember, I was telling them, I said it's hard to imagine that somewhere like Hartford was once considered a powerhouse.
Really?
The 98 season that Hector went to the state final and played Shallow Christian, our only other loss that year was to Hartford.
Really?
And okay, so time did run off, and now the clock is running. So Shane Hillis, if only Dustin Danner and the gigantic Villarreal dude could see us now. I was about to say the Danner brothers. That was a name that you heard quite a bit back then. John Freeman, who's part of that era, back in '95 through '97, we had a really powerful conference competition. Yeah, I mean I think that was back in the days. Like I said, you had Hartford, Charleston, some heavy hitters now, and some of them not even around anymore. Willie Mason, Danville lost in state finals in '02, Harding Academy, and lost again in 2010 to Magazine.
Number 8, Kevin Wilkins, with the carry.
Yeah, some of y'all, if y'all hear me have a misstep in history, y'all be sure to let me know. I'm just remembering things as I can remember it. John Freeman, great players like Blake Conley, Stuart Baker, Sammy Dale Spencer, Keith Bull, etc. Yeah, I remember all those guys. Blake, years later, would be Wildcat basketball coach after Walt Davis departed. Speaking of Walt, everybody keep Coach Davis in your prayers. Him and his family suffered a big loss yesterday afternoon, I think, with the passing of his mother. Old Walt was one of my favorites of all time. But anyway, we'll quit. I'll quit gabbing. We'll let Drake get back to some play-by-play.
No, I enjoy some history. Okay.
I mean, this game is pretty well in hand, so I'm just kind of
right.
Forgot to add that timeout to Danville. So,
I believe this should be a pretty smooth half.
Yeah.
Quick half.
We're punting away.
Nobody was back to return it. Ball will be placed at the 46. And I believe we'll finally see Drew Newport.
Awesome. Like I've talked about before, very entertaining to watch him last year as a junior high quarterback. And saw him at Mark Tree. Saw him at Mark Tree take it in for a score there. And so very much looking forward to seeing what this kid can do. And I think he's got Baker there.
Lucas Baker in the
Baker
backfield.
there to his left. Baker's going to run it. And, man, Baker's going to get close to a first down if he didn't get it. Wait a second, see if I can.
Gain of about 9.5 by Baker.
Awesome run there. Little John looked like he was a little bit slow to get up there on that replay. He's up now. Oop, clock should have kept going. You'll excuse me for just a second.
And we're just kind of playing the stalling game.
Yeah, just kind of working time off the clock, or letting it just tick on its own.
And off to Baker again.
And I feel like forward progress should be giving him the first down right there.
They're not going to.
Oh, they're not?
Nope. Just short. He's inching closer.
Third down in inches for Wildcats.
Keith Melton in the chat says late 70s Danville won several state championships. Yeah, I know about some of those. We played against Brad Taylor, Hogs quarterback. Shane Hillis says the Danners were tough and very hard to get hands on. I played most of the special teams and their change of direction was elite. Yeah, I can remember they were speedy. John Mosley says, where is the yellow lines to show first down? I have not figured out how to do that just yet, John. I actually talked about that yesterday. I wish I could find a way to do it. I think Drew kind of got stopped a little bit short there too.
Now right there I thought forward progress should have.
Fourth down and about 2 for Wildcats.
Until we get that yellow line thing figured out and set up, John, we'll just try to keep it where you can see the chain gang in view, and that will give you a pretty good idea of where everything's supposed to be. Oh, that was running into the kicker. Oh, they're not going to throw nothing there. Drew got knocked down on that punt.
Tackles made by number 60, Zeke Julian.
Shane Hillis says, I tackled Dustin on a kickoff that made Hooten's football show, and that was the highlight of my on-field football experience. Great job on the broadcast. Appreciate you, Shane. You do an excellent job with what you do. But, Shane's the, I guess, showrunner, creator, what do you want to call it, for the Offbeat Times, and he's part of the KCJC, I think KCJC radio. Known Shane for a long time. Drew wrapped him up there. Didn't let him get very much further.
Gain of 4 for Danville.
From the 32-yard line.
Danville pick up the first down on that run. We've got another down, Little John.
Looks like a cramp.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what. People texting me while I'm in the middle of broadcast about when they're going to get Arkansas prospects. Man by the name of Andy Menard, he's asking me when I'm going to be able to get an edit put together for a kid that's committing.
Okay.
And it's just like, give me a little bit.
A little busy.
I'm sure he probably is not aware of the existence of Cat TV and what we do on Friday nights. I think I have told him before that we do live streams for the football games and everything like that. But
where's he go to school at?
Andy Menard, he's one of the guys that runs Arkansas Prospects Baseball Academy.
Okay.
I heard from you have days. Sometimes I have days where I'm as busy and overloaded as I can possibly be, and then everybody starts calling. And they say, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? And I'm just like, okay, one at a time, please. I told him that I would try to get to that tonight as quick as I could. And it's like we've got the cramp worked out enough that we can get this Danville player back to the sideline and resume play.
Be 1st and 10 for Danville. Handoff. Brought down after a gain of 6 on the play.
Yep, I was about to say, you had number 72 there with that stop, Johnny Garcia.
Second down and a long 4 for Little John from their own 47-yard line.
Sometimes I do try to wait and listen for what Scott says, so I have a better idea. I mean, I had the notion that was Johnny that down there that brought him down, but I wanted to hear what Scott said about it first.
Just missed that. Be a first down for Danville.
Got Brewer Story in on the action tonight. He got that play stopped and brought down that runner.
Be a pass. Pass is complete. Be a first down for Danville.
You had that time you had Brewer Story and Grayson Mulder both on that stop.
Little tunnel screen, and Baker got a hold of him.
And looks like he's kind of slow to get up.
Number 2, Lucas Baker.
As time ticks away here in the third quarter. I'd like to let everybody know that next week we got Johnson County Westside coming in. That'll be homecoming. It's homecoming week up here at Hector. And we will be welcoming the Rebels and going to have some fun. So that will be next Friday.
Be a false start on Danville.
There's a flag on the play. False start against the Little Johns.
Bring up a second down and 13 for the Little Johns.
You know, honestly, we have not seen just a whole lot of penalties
Not
tonight.
at all. No, not at all.
Both teams playing pretty clean, and
That'll be the end of the third.
yep.
At the end of the 3, the score, Hector Wildcats 48, Danville Little Johns 0.
So a good third quarter by these backups for Hector. Not so far, not letting Danville get any points on the board. And I mean, Danville is moving the ball a little bit, but Hector's kind of keeping them contained. And I'm going to say that Mackenzie Bland is probably here in the stadium somewhere, but I'm sure she's enjoying the church clap right now. Me and her had quite a few laughs about the church clap during basketball season. It's everywhere we went. You heard the church clap. So. Sitting here trying to think. As I said, homecoming for the senior high is next week, and I need to take a look at what the junior highs are going to be up to.
Yeah, who does junior high have next week?
Don't know that I don't have their schedule out here on my Instagram. Hold on just a second. Take a look at the Hector Wildcat football page. Actually, they will be at JC Westside. This week really threw me off.
Oh, yeah.
With everything.
I guess, yeah.
It
with
was-
them playing Conway Christian in a non-conference conference game, I guess you'd call it.
So, yeah, conference season starts up for both next week. We've made it through the the rougher part of our schedule with early on there with Mark Tree, Whitman, and McCrory, and then this one tonight not been bad. So John Freeman, Elizabeth Fisher is just as busy. Yeah, she is a very busy woman. Poor Liz. She took a fall last night at Conway Christian and kind of got a little bit banged up. I've seen people talk about that we needed to put her in a bubble, and I nearly would have said that myself.
Quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, and he's still running.
Met there by Grayson Mulder before he picks up the first down. John also added, you sports support folks are so important to our teams. Reminds me of the days of Bob Yerby. I remember that man very well. He was always around. He was another one of those mainstays. Every time Hector had a ball game, it didn't matter if it was football, basketball, or baseball, he was there. And he probably one of the best sports writers in the area. Time got away. We are actually at about 10:50.
Quarterback's going to roll out to the right. He throws it. Incomplete.
Pass broken up there by number 5, Grayson Mulder.
The thing about running clock is clock don't stop on,
No, yep.
stuff like this.
Yeah, this will be, 10 minutes, 8:54, or a little bit after, getting finished with this one. Sometimes we're here past 9, and
right.
And then you have that Mark Tree night where we was there till nearly midnight.
Yeah. With the
That
late
one-
start.
yeah, that one was late start.
But we didn't get out there till, 11:45, I think?
Yeah.
I
I mean, by the time we got everything packed up and everybody was heading out, it was late into the night, and then even later getting home.
There we go. Brought down by Johnny Garcia,
Yep.
I believe, yeah.
72, Johnny Garcia.
Program number 72, Johnny Garcia.
I'd hate to call this kind of like a rest game, but it was
Considering the weeks,
a much need. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Considering the weeks before us,
that we've
needed.
had. Yeah, this one. I mean, do you feel real good about the fact that you laid nearly half 100 on a Danville team that's trying to resurrect their program after a down year? Probably not, but it gives some of your kids confidence going into conference season.
right?
Gets your backups in there and gives them a chance to get some playing time.
And yeah, from this we saw kind of Kenton and Grayson shine. And
Last week you had PJ, who pretty well took kind of center stage there with that interception there at the end and some of his catches, and Kenton, he was named like State Farm or Farm Bureau.
Yeah.
Farm Bureau Player of the Week, and I mean, him or Grayson won, probably in the running for that this week. I would say they probably wouldn't give it to the same kid twice in a row, but
Number 12, Jackson Brooks with the carry.
Did you see stats last week? I guess Peter had 18 tackles.
I have not seen a complete stat
Did you not
sheet.
see that? Yeah. Well, last week Peter had 18.
Wow.
That's crazy. But if you remember last year, he kind of had that same exact game, and that was the
game. The McCrory game last year was the one that Peter really, broke out and showed what he had to offer, and had himself a good night last week as well against McCrory.
McCrory, yeah.
Excuse me.
And Danville's going to punch that in for a touchdown.
So with a little over 7 minutes left in the fourth, Danville finally gets on the board. We're going to set up for an extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good. Score will be 48-7 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Well, I tell you what, talking to coaches and stuff, you know, those guys are working with the 4-day week now.
Yep.
And I tell you what, it seems like we get done with one game, 1 week, and then just you sleep for a couple hours, and then it's game time again. Next. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how quick these kind of seem to go by, and then I have a tendency to not sleep ever, so
yeah,
it just makes everything kind of roll together. John Freeman in the chat says Peter was a monster on defense last week, but he still sought out the McCroy individuals after the game. Good sportsmanship to encourage them. Yeah.
And they try to onside. Recovered by Lucas Baker.
Old baby Baker there to fall on it.
That's a nice onside. I will give him that.
Yeah. I'd like to see this group of backups put together a good drive and get some points on the board. That at least one.
Right.
At least one score.
This will be our team next year, or similar. Might have some 9th graders come up and play a little bit. Be a false start on us, on Hector.
Will be a false start penalty against the Wildcats. Yeah, touchdown 15 from around 41-yard line.
Yeah, I think the majority of the kids that you see out there right now, they are all underclassmen, I believe, unless I'm missing something here. Brent, well, I'm seeing, is that Brent? No, it's not Brent. It's 34.
Yeah, that is David McCarver.
Yeah. So, yeah, all the Wildcats that you see out here on the field right now are underclassmen.
Number 34, David McCarver with the carry. Number 20, Dylan Carpenter.
Well, actually, I say that. I look over on the far side of the field. I think I see number 15, J.D. Chenoweth. He is a senior, so
yeah.
Maybe the lone one of the group out there right now. Well, unless I think I'm also seeing number 50, Kevin Drope.
Drope, yeah. Baker in motion. He's going to get the handoff.
Number 2, Lucas Baker with the carry.
Going to be hit at the line of scrimmage on that play.
I'm going to tell you what, and just a little off topic here. JB, I need you to get off my tail end here. During halftime, she had sent me a couple of messages about turning off the ads so they could hear the cheerleaders. Problem with that, Jess, was that they were playing some. Well, actually, I can't remember if they were playing some music during that or not. I have to keep track of that. So if they're playing music, I can't let it play over the stream, and now she's grabbing at me because I said underclassmen. They're all great. I'm not saying that they're not great, Jess. And everybody that's out there watching and listening, Jess is pretty much like my sister. She gripes at me, and she'll yell at me more than seems like my mom does anymore. So yeah, Jess, you've got me rattled at this point. It's Jessica Kurtzo. I still call her JB.
Yeah.
It's not a out of disrespect or anything. That's just how I've always known her.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, it's the Pee-wee. Hector Wildcats will play at home at 7 p.m. Come out and support your youth.
Oh, Scott just said the Pee-wees are playing here.
Yes, we play.
You're part of that group.
Yeah, we
Tell
play
us about it.
Pottsville tomorrow.
How's
Pottsville Black.
How's everything going with the Pee-wees?
We're going good. You know, they're still learning a bit, but we have a really good team. So
And that's what the Pee-wees are there for. That's,
right.
You know.
I will say, future's bright.
Yeah.
Future is bright for Hector. I'm sure these coaches love to see it.
Here's a flag on the play.
You got a flag came in late there.
I'd like to ask everybody to please pick up the trophy.
And I believe
They're just going to wave that off.
And also a reminder to seniors.
it's a ball game.
Pick up trash.
Yep. Down to 30 seconds. I'm sure here in a bit, after this is over with, my phone will light up again. Jess will probably want to call and give me an earful.
Danville is going to call a timeout.
Wow. Really? 7 seconds. This is about like McCroy last week. So don't really know why they decided to do this, but
I have no clue.
unless they're going to try to take one good heave down the field and see if they can't get on the board again. There's the phone buzzing again. Can't read that one on air.
Is she coming after you again?
Probably. I just kind of caught a little bit of it before my screen went black again.
Hey, please be nice to Trey. Please be nice to Trey.
John Freeman says technology has come a long way since the VHS tape-sized cameras and tripods. Boy, I can tell you for sure. Those days when I was running with the basketball team and Coach Davis, we had, even at that point, there was the smaller version of cassette tapes that you'd put in the cameras and do your filming. But I can recall the big RCA style cameras. And clock is going to tick here. One pass out to the side, and they're just going to.
And they're what? Be taken down by.
Good job there.
David McCarver, I believe.
34.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how it ends.
Once again, please pick up your trash and seniors if you're right.
So, hopefully we didn't get nobody hurt right down there on that last play.
I believe it is David.
McCarver,
Just a cramp.
He just cramped.
Just a cramp.
Well, missed the handshake line to stretch out a cramp. But anyway, as I said earlier, homecoming next week for the seniors here, and juniors will be traveling to JC Westside. We'll be on for that one. For anybody that didn't get to hear the explanation of from last night about volleyball earlier this week, quick answer was got up to Lamar, and Lamar had a storm roll through a few days before, and just did not have any internet to use at all, and so that game has since been recorded as best as I could do it and posted to YouTube. So if anybody's still wanting to see how some of those games went, y'all can go out there and check that out. Not sure about what the volleyball schedule is this week. I don't think we have any games at home. I think both of them are maybe one or two away. I'm not even sure. Don't even get me started. It's been a long week for me, and but anyway, good night to be a Hector Wildcat, and so that win tonight, we get to notch another win and go to 2-2. So and then now you've got conference coming up, and you got some games there that you can definitely win and be very competitive with. So, Drake, do you have anything to add?
I will say this game was a lot more relaxing than last week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's good to have one where your blood pressure's not spiking every few minutes.
Last week's having to take some deep breaths.
Yeah,
but glad to get out of here with no injuries.
Yep.
And that's about all I have.
Well, I think with that, we're going to call it a night. We're going to shut everything down and get packed up. And see y'all sometime next week. And until then, it's been a good night to be a Wildcat. And go Cats. That's all I got. See y'all later.